Hello. Today we're going to be reacting to a video by a creator called Luka. He says atheism is cope. I'm going to be debunking his claims. Let's get on with the video.
Okay, why is atheism a cope? I've got my notes here, and I'm ready this time, atheists. But so, problem of evil. I'd say that that's mostly an emotional appeal. If God real, why did this bad thing happen? Look at this bad thing over here. Look at this bad thing. Why did it happen? Would God really allow this to happen?
Alright, so the problem of evil goes as follows. If God is omnibenevolent, he would want suffering or evil to not exist. If God is omniscient, he knows about all the suffering on earth, and he would know how to solve it. If God is omnipotent, he has the ability to end all suffering on earth. However, we can clearly see that suffering exists. Thus, the conclusion follows that either God is not triomni, or he doesn't exist. No part of this is emotional.
I mean, most atheists, in society, as most people, because most people are atheists, most people aren't very smart. Now, I'm not trying to be rude to anyone here, but it's just real. I think the average person is not very smart. And so if you ask the average person what is evil, what is right and wrong, they're gonna say like, well, I know what is right and wrong. Like, you know what is right and wrong. Most people know what is right and wrong. And that's literally their justification of bad and evil. Now, if there's an atheist who's actually thought about this a little bit and been in this space, they might actually be able to give you some justification like, well, there is no objective morality. The bad, the good doesn't really exist outside of human constructs. But if most people agree with you shouldn't kill or whatever, they agree with something, most people agree with it, then it actually becomes real. But then you have an Islamic society that say, okay, you can marry children, and you can do this to women. You don't have to if you don't give your wife permission to talk, she cannot talk, and so on. Then suddenly they are right. But then the atheists would come like, no, that's against human rights. No, that's against human rights.
He's trying to say that how can we know what evil is if we don't have a point of reference, like God? Atheistic morals generally prioritize the well-being of living things, so you could characterize evil as something which harms living things. Obviously, this appeal requires some nuance and can vary from situation to situation, but generally speaking, the right thing to do is usually something that does the least harm.
Nihilism. Another way atheists cope is that atheism leads to nihilism. Most atheists will reject this notion. No, you don't have to go there. Sure, maybe the logical conclusion of atheism is nihilism, but you don't have to go there. You can lie to yourself and you can tell yourself that there is, you make your own purpose, make your own meaning. You don't have to go there. You can distract yourself, you can lie to yourself. No, you don't have to go to nihilism.
The same thing would apply for religious people. They can also lie to themselves and put faith in something that doesn't exist. The entire basis of religion is faith, and the entire theological basis of the existence of God is to give life purpose, excluding the ontological arguments. William Lane Craig famously said, life without God is absurd. With the same logic you use, people could be lying to themselves about God, the same way people lie to themselves about atheism, not having to lead to nihilism. Logically, obviously, atheism leads to nihilism, but you don't have to live your life as if it's meaningless.
And finally, oftentimes atheists appeal to religion causes oppression. Religion causes all these bad things. Look at secular humanism. We are better than Christian societies. Well, are you? Do secular humanist societies actually work? Have you looked at my societal critique videos? Clearly you haven't. because secular humanism has made society worse, and society keeps somehow society that is now atheistic keeps just going down. It's almost well, it's not funny, but it's amazing how society just keeps finding new ways to keep going down. And this is because society operates on an atheistic philosophy. So what has happened? Sexual revolution. It was not was absolutely not good. You know, you have this atheistic liberation philosophies that lead to meaning of purpose. People are depressed. Casual sex hookup culture is on the rise. This is not a good, like, this does not create a good society.
So you're just discounting all the negative things about religious societies, like religious opposition to medical advancements? The example you give about, like, sexual deviancy is certainly an interesting one, but let me give you a few examples of religious societies here. Muslims thought the polio vaccine was a conspiracy against Islam. The Catholic Church's response to the HIV outbreak in Africa was to stop the use of condoms. For some reason, honestly, I don't know, but that was their reason, and they restarted the HIV outbreak. Many Catholics and Muslims have believed STDs are punishments for sexual deviance. I'm sure if everyone was religious, this would certainly reduce casual hookups, as he mentioned. But would you really want to live in a society full of misinformation and disbelief in medicine? It's honestly a miracle we don't live in a fully religious environment. That's it, guys. Luka, I would love a response from you, guy. I don't dislike you as a person, but your takes are really bad. So, if you want, you can respond. If not, it's fine. I might make a few more videos. Just saying. But, anyways, I'll see you on the next one, guys.